Growing Big with Steve Bartylla. Brought to you by Huntworth and these other fine sponsors.
I talk an awful lot about IDing what deer want and need. Simply put, so much. Whitetails are simple animals. They really are. We make them, don't get me wrong, they each have their own personality and they can be individually complex creatures, but as a whole, they really are pretty darn simple. They want and or need food, water, comfort, safety, and breeding opportunities. You give them that, and you know what? That is how we find the missing link, is simply looking over what do they want, what do they need that we are not offering on our property, or even better yet, what the area is not offering. Because if we can identify that missing link and offer that missing link better than they can get in the surrounding areas, my heavens, you have a powerful magnet attracting deer like crazy. So food, the first thing we need to decide is, are we trying to truly manage deer year-round, or do we just care about the season? There's frankly nothing wrong with either approach. It is simply what we want. Okay, if we are looking at trying to manage deer throughout the entire season, you must look at the entire season addressing their wants and needs. Food, rather than just have it be available from September through January, you want it there the entire season. What is the browse over winter? Because unless you are in a far north area where these deer are going to traditional overwinter yarding areas, deer browse and food is what's going to draw them over winter, because that's their seasonal low point. If you're just looking at feeding them for the entire year, look at every single season, particularly winter, which is their low point. If you're looking at it, if all you care about is deer season, okay, what I'm going to say applies to both, but it's particularly important for deer season. You want to offer diversity and you want to offer something unique. The diversity of foods that the whitetails want, hey, just like us, they don't want to eat the same thing every single day. You know, they benefit most by having a wide variety in their diet. So by offering them what they need with diversity and then make it unique to the area. Tungsten chestnuts are a great deer draw, outstanding deer draw. If there are not tungsten chestnuts in the area, that is a really good idea, assuming it matches your growth zone, because the deer are going to hammer it, and because it's in limited for the area, you're going to have a big time concentration effect. When it comes to comfort and safety, we're talking bedding, we're talking security cover, and we're talking cover that protects the whitetails from the elements. Bedding, you've heard me talk a whole bunch. If you've got buck bedding on your ground, mature buck bedding, treat that like the precious china that it is. Because if you start making a bunch of improvements around that mature buck bedding, well, you're going to draw does, fawns, and young bucks. And if Mr. Big can find a spot that offers him the security advantages without the fawns and young bucks pestering him, he's going to head for that, even if it's 2 miles away. Okay, so if you already have the buck bedding, don't mess it up. Don't make any improvements within 150, 200 yards of that buck bedding. Leave it as is so he has his man cave. If there isn't buck bedding, well, then you focus on the does, even more so offering unique food, and security. Security, quite frankly, equals sanctuaries. The biggest problem I see with most hunters and managers is they hunt too darn much of their ground. The areas that you can get to and hunt safely, hey, keep them as yours for hunting. The areas that you cannot get to safely, or you cannot hunt safely, or you cannot get out of, or a combination of all three, that is your sanctuary.
Final thoughts, brought to you by Huntworth.
If we can address the whitetail's wants and needs on our property, particularly when they're not being addressed in the overall area, we can make such a tremendous difference on that ground. Now, if you're managing for the full year, you need food, water, cover, comfort, and safety for the full year. If you're just trying to make a Mac Daddy space for hunting in the fall, that is the season we're looking for.